Alright, this is the one-handed shuffle tutorial. I got a request to show how to do this. I have never, ever, personally, in my life, seen another human being in front of my eyes do this one-handed shuffle. So, that tells you how hard it is to do and how rare it is for people to master it. I haven't even mastered it in my right hand yet. Ooh. I was trying to learn it in my right hand the other day. Anyway. Alright, cool. Alright, that's fun. So, before you even attempt to do this, you should have at least known how to do a one-handed cut once. This kind of one-handed cut. Some kind of one-handed cut. Because if you can't do a one-handed cut, I guarantee you won't be able to do this move. Because what it is, you need a big, giant... You need to be able to have the deck like this, and then be able to place another deck like this, and still have room left over to do something. A lot of people's hands aren't going to be big enough to perform this. So, this is how it's done. Even if you don't know how to do one-handed cuts and you just really, really want to try to learn this, it took me, I think, maybe 2 to 3 weeks to actually learn how to do that well. So, what you start out with is you got your one-handed cut position, like you're going to do a one-handed cut. Your pinky's in this, because your pinky is going to control the balance of the deck. And then this finger, your index finger, comes over, peels about half the cards up, and what happens is it shoots it up. It's another one of those that it's going to be really hard to master not doing it full speed. Like, you can't do it full motion. I mean, you can't do it in slow motion, just like the snap change. I think when I was practicing, I just had this I was holding the deck, and I was just practicing the motion of trying to get it up there, and you have to put both packs in between, like sandwich your finger in the cards, because if there's even a little off balance, like not sandwiching your finger, it probably won't work that good. So you really have to just hold the deck with one hand and practice getting your finger up there, or even just practice having your hands comfortable in this position. So you got your finger down here, and you have your middle finger up here, because these three fingers are controlling this pack and making sure it stays in balance. If these two fingers were down here, it would suck. It would be a lot harder, because these two fingers also help like wedge the cards together. These two fingers are moving this pack, and these three fingers are moving this pack. So, break off about half the deck. You shoot it up, and you catch it in that spot where I think you should do this with the new pack of cards, because if you use more worn down cards, they're gonna like rub up against each other. So use a fairly new pack of cards that can at least fan easily, can fan easily. That's the best way I can recommend doing this shuffle. So prop the cards, shoot it up. And now this finger, your middle finger, is down below, and it has to crawl over to this side to get its balance. That's another part. That's a thing that just works subconsciously that I didn't even recognize until I did this tutorial just now. So you got your thumbs up here. Just look at where all my fingers are in comparison to where the decks are. This pack's slightly below, and all they do is just grind together to get a natural thing. And now you can pretty much place the whole deck in your hand, slide with your thumb, push the decks together. So now you're ready to shuffle them. And what your thumb does, you like make a grip. You bend the cards like that, like trying to touch your thumb to your middle finger. Turn the deck down and just release your finger, and then spread your hands open just a little bit, just very slightly. So bring up, stitch these cards together, drop it in your hand, drop it in your palm, use the thumb to bend the cards, Just slightly open your hand. Again, boom, boom. Got that middle finger moving over there. Stitch this back together. If you want to practice doing it with the desk face up, that will work too. Alright? It's one of those tricks. It's one of those small moves that's going to impress a lot of people, but you have to do it well. So practice, practice, practice. It took me 3 weeks to learn how to do it.